Hello everyone, I'm Peak of Chaos, and today we're going to be opening another one of these bigger bulk boxes. It's the same type as we opened last time, and by that I mean that the store that I buy these from, they have a few different types of bulk boxes they sell, and they always divide them by color. So this bulk box is the same as the last one, which means that it has all 5 color of cards. I was initially looking for a red-white bulk box because they contain a lot of lands always whenever I buy these from the local game store. And I was hoping to get some plains cards because I've been running out of them recently. But this was the second best thing, and for like $10, I think this is a pretty good value. Like since last time I got a lot of good cards, honestly, because I feel like my collection is still quite lacking in everything. But yeah, look at this instant win already. And it looks like I'm just gonna take all of the cards out of here, and then we're gonna go through them same way as last time. This time I might try to be a bit more speedier because last time the video was like 40 minutes long. So they used a Tarkir Dragonstorm box. Always fun to get the full display boxes. Okay. Let's start going through these, and I'm gonna divide them by color. And this is a nice start. A lot of planes. Also, I love it. That's the Innistrad. I don't remember if this is the... I think this is the original Innistrad set logo. It's always cool to see those. And that's some Tarkir. That I'm not sure of. This maybe... I'm not sure. That looks like it might be Teros, but I honestly don't know. Okay, what? No, maybe these are not Teros. Are these like... Lorwyn, maybe? I honestly don't know. But okay, yeah. This was a very good start for the video because I got exactly what I wanted. A lot of plains cards. And then there seems to be some islands. I'm gonna move these to the side a bit so I get more space to go through these cards. Okay. Keldon Raider, Flames of Firebrand, Moaning Wall, Defender. I wonder if it would be actually like funny to do a completely like wall-filled commander deck. I think that might be kind of funny. Act of Treason. Red has a lot of those cards, like with different names, but they have the same effect of like gaining control of your opponent's creature, and then it gains haste. Which I'm not like, I don't think it's a bad thing because I have a lot of those cards in my Queen Marchesa deck, which steals a lot of cards from the opponent. A lot of Amonkhet, which is pretty cool because I haven't actually opened any cards of this set. I don't know the name of the set. Maybe it honestly just might be Amonkhet or something. But yeah, these are all from Amonkhet, clearly. And zombie card. Supernatural Stamina. Cursed Minotaur. Unconventional Tactics. Okay, interesting. Marauding Bone Slasher. I was initially going to open one of those Avatar The Last Airbender. I think it was called a Commander Bundle, and I was thinking of buying one of those because I am somewhat nostalgic about Avatar, and I thought that might be pretty cool. But honestly, the prices of those Commander Bundles became really like insane, at least here, because when I was first, oh, that's pretty cool. When I was first like trying to see how much they cost, I think the initial price was something like $110, but when I like started actually looking for the pre-sale prices, I noticed that they have rose to like $200 and above in some cases. So I just decided that okay, that is way too expensive for a set that I am honestly not that interested about. But I must say that when Lorwyn Eclipsed releases, like at the start of next year, that is something I'm definitely going to be getting and definitely going to be opening. I haven't, like, you know, as I've told in these videos, I've started playing Magic the Gathering like just recently. So Lorwyn is not like really like a familiar plane to me. Like I don't know that, I know that like the set, like the original Lorwyn set was the first set ever to contain Planeswalkers, which is pretty cool. And then I remember we are going to be getting some elves, because there's elves on Lorwyn, which I'm really excited about, because I have one elf kindred deck. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can put into that deck from that set. Vampire with Metalcraft. That's pretty interesting. And a lot of them. Not that many lands, actually. Like, I'm glad I got some planes, but honestly, there hasn't been that many lands. Oh, Wedding Invitation is actually a pretty good card. Also, I had to just love the Crimson Vow cards. I really like them. Zombie Horror. When the Lamplighter enters the battlefield, if you control another zombie, you may draw a card. Oh, okay. I'm actually also doing a like Dimir. Is it Dimir? Like blue and black zombie deck. I still haven't decided. Oh, that was actually a black card. I actually haven't decided yet what I'm going to put as its commander. I was thinking about Scarab God, but I think it might be slightly annoying even, so I might not use that in the end, but we'll see. We'll see what I'm gonna put into it. Oh, Eldrazi, okay. I'm actually really happy about this, because I've actually like built my first ever Eldrazi deck successfully, and that deck was actually like completely colorless. I was surprised how similar the deck was to the Precon that has the Zuludoc Void Gorger as its commander. I was really surprised that my deck became pretty similar to that, except I don't have Zuludoc because that card is really expensive. Okay, islands. And some mountains, okay. But yeah, I was really surprised how similar it became, but then again, when you are doing a full colorless deck, that tends to happen, since there is not that many choices on the cards to put there, especially like sorceries and instants. Like I was thinking of putting the card called All is Dust, which, if I remember correctly, has the effect of destroying every creature except like colorless creatures, if I remember correctly. But that card as well was pretty expensive, so I didn't actually buy that card to put into the deck. I actually, and as the commander for that deck, I have Emrakul, the Promised End from Innistrad Remastered, because I luckily managed to hit that card when I was opening some of those packs. That was actually before I started recording my pack openings, because like ever since I've started doing these videos, I've actually every time I open anything, I've recorded it on tape, but that was something I didn't actually record. I thought that was Gollum, but it was just a goblin. Okay, Artificers. Okay, here's the symbol again that I thought was Theros, but I believe that this is actually a set based in Kaladesh, or I think it was something like Nevishkar, like in the recent set, which is Aether Drift, where the plane of Nevishkar is where the race starts, and then it goes through the different planes. Destroy target non-vampire, non-werewolf, non-zombie creature. I honestly think that in Commander this card is not half bad, because if you're playing a zombie deck, I think vampires and zombies. Yeah, I think honestly all of those cards are like they don't see that much play. Like maybe zombies and vampires, yeah, if you're going against something like Edgar Markov, yeah, then again maybe. But I actually think that's a really good card. Was it? It was Destroy, right? Yeah, Destroy. I thought if it would have been Exile, it would have been even better. Curse of Wizardry enters battlefield. Choose a color. Whenever a player casts a spell of the chosen color, that plays it. Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Corpse Hatch. Okay, Eldrazi card. Yeah, this creates Eldrazi spawns. Okay, I'm actually really happy about that one, because I'm also doing actually a second Eldrazi deck. Because honestly, what little I played with the Emrakul Commander deck, I actually thought it was pretty similar to playing like a basic like mono green deck, except like the cards always have something. Okay, nice Dread Drone, nice. Yeah, except the cards have like some extra powerful abilities attached to them, but other than that, it's honestly really similar to playing just mono green. Okay, there's actually a lot of these like Zendikar cards. That's actually insanely lucky, because honestly, like, I got some of the like red mana that I was looking for, and I got some of the planes from this. So I'm actually really happy that about this bulk box right now, because I'm actually getting cards that I was initially like looking for, and that's actually really surprising. Because of course there's a risk whenever you are. Oh, nice! It's a pretty good Hydra. Because initially when you are buying bulk boxes, of course, like with this box too, you're gonna get a lot of duplicates. Exile target creature base, it's gonna request 4/4. White angel creature token with flying. Okay. So that's like what's it called? Generous gift, but I think that's slightly worse maybe, because 4/4 flying angel is actually pretty strong thing to give to your opponent. Reckless airstrike, okay. Enchantment aura. Pretty basic. Give 2/2. Serpent, Loaming Shaman. It's honestly really funny to see how like I don't recognize any of these cards. But then again, because this game, of course, like is centered around the insane pulls and the insanely strong cards, which almost every time means that you're not going to know this, like these bulky cards. But honestly, these sometimes really surprise. Blood-soaked altar. Pay 2 life, discard a card, sacrifice a creature, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. Okay. And some Duresses, yeah. Barony Vampire. Oh, Epicure of Blood I actually think is pretty good. I was thinking of maybe doing like an Orzhov colored life gain deck, and this would actually fit that deck pretty well. I actually have that same card in my vampire deck, because I was thinking of like trying to get the combo in there, like something like Bloodthirsty Conqueror or something, but I ended up not adding it into the deck because I wanted to focus more on the like blood token creation and blood token value. And I know that blood tokens are pretty jank, but I honestly really like playing around with blood tokens. I think they're fun. Mysterious Egg. Whenever this creature mutates, put the plus counter on it. Okay. Sleeper Dart. Sacrifice Sleeper Dart. Target creature doesn't untap brings control as next on step. Okay. There's super interesting cards from this box. I'm really quite happy once again. These are like... This is the second box like this that I'm opening. And honestly, this once again really surprised me. Because my assumption was that I'm not going to get anything interesting. Maybe some lands and a few playable cards. Okay. Vector Wasp, yeah. Okay, this was actually pretty fast. Since this is like the last of it. Also, oh, Crimson Vow cards. Nice to see, nice to see. Lacerate Flesh, Weary Prisoner, Flameless Bolt. And they were all red, yeah. Raise the Alarm. This is actually pretty good because I am doing actually a like token human token deck, so that actually might go in there. I already have a few cards like that are exactly the same as that. Okay. Oh, wrong pile. Griffin Sentinel. There's been a lot of goblins in in this bulk box. As I was just talking about my like Blood Token Vampire deck, I have to say that I was really sad to see the Jaws Secret Lair, because honestly the card itself is really like amazing, and I think the effect is really good, and also it generates and uses blood tokens, so I thought that that would be like really insane card to add to my vampire deck, but honestly I don't think I wanna ruin like the vampire aesthetic of that deck, so I actually have to say that unless there's gonna be a in-universe version of that card, I am not going to add it to that deck, which is honestly really sad, but I don't want to ruin the vampire aesthetic by having a random shark in the deck. Oh, I see a legendary card. A background, okay. I actually don't have any backgrounds. Commander creatures you own have, when this creature enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. It's really interesting. Really interesting. I kind of wish I actually recognized some of these cards, because now as I'm going through them, I don't have any idea of, are these cards usable? Like, of course some of the cards I do recognize, but some of these cards I just like, they just go right by me, like I don't recognize them. Soul Bond, okay. Oh, dinosaur, but red dinosaur. I have a green Galta Primal Hunger deck, and I was thinking of maybe making it into a like completely, or like turning it into a completely dinosaur kindred deck, but I haven't done that so far, and currently it's basically a graveyard shovel. Currently it's just like a Galta deck that has big creatures and some landfall stuff. Mask of Avacyn. This card will probably go into my what's the card's name? So whenever I start recording videos, I always like forget everything. Like my head just becomes completely empty. Redeemed Lost. But yeah, I have a mono white like Voltron commander deck, and the commander of that deck is a Cat Warrior card. And the name of that card is Balan Wandering Knight. Yeah, it has like this effect where you can pay, I think it was 1 white and 1 any mana to equip all of the equipments, and then if your commander has more than 2 equipment, that then it gets double strike, and it has first strike otherwise. So I think that was really cool deck. I hadn't seen any like similar decks before, and I don't know if it's very popular, because when I was going into like doing a Voltron deck, I heard that Miri was pretty popular and Captain America was probably really popular, but I honestly don't care about Marvel, so I wouldn't even think about using that as a commander. But here we see our final card amount and the different colors. Surprisingly a lot of black, but I'm really happy that this pile especially, most of it, I would say, yeah, most of it is just regular plains. Oh, there's swamps! Oh no! Oh no, I completely mixed it. Okay, there's just swamps here in the middle. So hyper-focused on trying to actually say something on camera that I just totally missed what I was doing. Okay, now I think it should be correct. Okay, it was a really fun video to do again, and I might do one sometime soon. We'll see when I need some lands again. That's probably when I'm going to see if I'm gonna buy one of these boxes again. But hey, thank you for watching. This was a very nice short video once again. Hey, have a nice day. Bye.